All right. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a great week so far. Bobby is in an appointment this morning, and so he is out of pocket right now. And so I'm excited to be able to lead our conversation this morning. We're just going to jump right in, and then we'll kind of do announcements and ahas after the fact. But, anyways, can you guys believe we are halfway through the year? It's July 1st. This year has gone by so fast. And I'm excited and yet it's a little bit scary, right? Like how things have been going. So one of the most critical things when we think about being at this at July 1st is how do you respond, right, to the second half of the game? We literally are here right now, and halftime adjustments are one of the most important things that we can do. If we think about a sports game, football game, right? It's you got your game plan, and then halftime, how you make those adjustments will dictate what the outcome of the game is. I love this quote from Bear Bryant. It says, "Don't give up at halftime. Concentrate on winning the second half." So as we think about going into third quarter, just wanted to share a few thoughts. Let's go. The first one is let's go win the third quarter, right? Don't give up now. So no matter where you are in your business, no matter how hard it's been for the first two quarters, don't give up because nothing is as important as having the power to change the score in the game of life, right? The score at halftime is not important. It's how we respond to it. And what we matters most is what we put on the board from here on out. So if you think about halftime adjustments right now, what needs to change? Your time blocking, does that need to change? Your bunker, where you're currently doing your lead generation, where you're doing your most important activities. Look at your space around you. Is it conducive to building your business? The conversations, what conversations are you having? Do those need to change based on the message of the market? Your implementation, how are you doing implementing your goals and implementing your activities and accountability, right? Do you need changes in accountability? Do you need to hire a coach? Do you need to have someone walking alongside with you, asking the questions? How is your week going? How's the activities going? How can I encourage you? So the first one is don't give up. The second one is be strategic, right? We are called to live a life of design, not by default. And a lot of times, what we end up doing is we get into the habits, according to the MREA, of lead receiving versus lead generating. So we receive leads, we just looking around and say, okay, I'm waiting for my phone to ring. I'm waiting for people to call me. I'm waiting for someone to give me referrals. And we're not going out with intentionality to go find the business. So ask the questions. Am I doing the right activities to get the right results? Am I calling the right people and having the right conversations? Living a life with intentionality means I am also going to take inventory of where I'm at. I'm doing an audit today. Where am I at in my business? And what do I need to be focusing on? We know the bold law. If it's not on your schedule, it doesn't exist. And so mapping out your open houses, mapping out your client events, mapping out what lead gen activities you're doing, right? How are you building out your systems? All of these need to be on your calendar and on your schedule. Because again, if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. But definitely don't beat yourself up. Celebrate your wins. Look at what you've done so far. How have you improved your systems? How are you staying in the game? How have you, had some great conversations with your clients and gone deeper with your database, even if it hasn't resulted in business, right? Celebrate those wins. Too often we celebrate the graduation of our kids and not the actual process, the day-to-day commitment, the discipline, the fighting through. We got to celebrate the small wins along the way and not just the end goal, not just the closings. Number three, creating your current actions create your future results. So really your actions, like they determine your story, right? Your actions tell your story. And so when you focus on the game plan, right, we have to be hyper focused in this market and do the things that generate the best results. So what's the one thing in our business that we can be doing, right? Creating halftime adjustments, evaluating where we are and where we need to be, and what are the actions that we need to take. So for me, at the beginning of the year, my goal was 24 units and 10 million in sales. Man, I'm behind. I am behind. So far I've got six closings or units under contract, so 3.8 million. Man, I'm like far off in there. Now I've got three listings and we all have a ton of, I talked to a colleague of mine, she has nine listings sitting. It's like we got to carry that inventory. So I've got three listings sitting at one point. So volume wise, I'm about halfway, but my unit goal is really short. And we know in this market, we got to focus on units because that's the thing we can control. We cannot control volume. So we got to be a little bit careful about that just because I'm halfway on my volume, but I got to know that I'm way short on my units. So looking at that, how about how you're doing on appointments? My goal was 30 appointments held. I'm at 17 for the year, right? So understanding where are your gaps in terms of the market and what your business is doing. And then as we think about it, again, we're looking at what are our adjustments in this market? What are our adjustments that we need to do? What are our halftime adjustments? Because good times usually plant seeds of inefficiencies. We're coming off a market which things were just coming onto our plate, units were coming onto us, like just leads were coming, and it also led to ineffectiveness. So in our lead generation, what are our top three sources? Right? And how do you go deeper rather than wider? Our tendency is to think, let's just keep adding more options to our plate instead of going deeper in what really works. What about our follow-up? What is your next contact with your buyers going to be in your pipeline? Do you have that system in place? Is it automatic? Is it like, I know exactly what I'm going to say to my open house leads? And your sphere follow-up. Not everyone's going to be ready to buy or sell right now. How do we stay on top of mind for relationships and referrals? And the hard one, right? We got agent financials class coming up, but how are you tracking your expenses, right? Do you play red light, green light right now? Are there things that you need to get rid of in your business because we know that business is slowing down? We've got to remargin our businesses. So my encouragement to you is this: create some white space, 15 to 20 minutes today, and ask the question, what have been your wins? So we think about this halftime. We're at the halfway mark of the year. What have been your wins so far? Where are your gaps? What is the one thing you can do on your business right now to generate more business? And where can you go deeper, not wider, in your lead generation?